Welcome to Insider Medicine in Depth. I'm Dr. Susan Sharma. A diet high in added sugar is associated with higher bad cholesterol and lower good cholesterol, according to research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association. Foods high in added sugar include soft drinks and sugar-sweetened fruit drinks, dairy desserts including ice cream and sweetened yogurt, candies, cakes, cookies, and pies. Researchers from Emory University in Atlanta divided over 6,000 American adults into one of 5 groups, depending on what proportion of their total calories were consumed and derived from added sugar. Less than 5%, 5 to less than 10%, 10 to less than 17.5%, 17.5 to less than 25%, or more than 25%. The investigators then compared cholesterol profiles among the 5 groups. Levels of HDL or good cholesterol decreased and levels of triglycerides increased as the proportion of calories derived from added sugar increased. Among women, greater intake of added sugar was also associated with higher levels of LDL or bad cholesterol. Among those for whom more than 10% of calories were derived from added sugar, the likelihood of having low HDL cholesterol could be more than 3 times greater than for those whose intake of added sugar accounted for fewer than 5% of calories. We had a chance to speak with Dr. Miriam Voss, one of the investigators of this study, who offered some further insights.
So I think, one of the interesting things about our study was that we found that the intake of added sugars has gone up a lot, and we were surprised to see how much that increase was, from about a little over 10% in the late 1970s to more than 16% in the more current time. And when we looked at how added sugars were associated with lipid levels, our findings were that the higher the consumption of sugar, the worse the good cholesterol levels and the plasma triglycerides. In other words, the more sugar people ate, the worse their cardiovascular disease risk. Sometimes it's a little hard to understand, what kind of amounts we were studying. And when we looked at the lowest group, those were people who were eating an average of 3 teaspoons of added sugar per day. And the highest group was 46 teaspoons of sugar per day. And that kind of helps, I think, to get an idea of what type of diets we were looking at.
Today's research highlights the need to watch the amount of added sugar in one's diet. For Insider Medicine in Depth, I'm Dr. Susan Sharma.